My beautiful people, my beautiful people, my beautiful people. Welcome back to another lovely episode of the Logic Over Emotions podcast / reactions. It's your dog, your brother, man, your favorite African-American, Melly, baby. Now in this episode, man, I want to talk about something. The James Wiseman situation, if you are all paying attention to it, is getting kind of crazy. He's in the G League, and apparently he's doing not so hot in the G League. And I want to talk about it, man. Dive into what, the brother Dawkins thinks about it, and see things we probably didn't know about that he might have info about. So like, comment, subscribe, join the Banks family, join the Banks community. Put on post notifications. We post every single day. Follow me on Instagram and Twitch. It'll be down below in the descriptions. But enough conversation. Let's get to the intro, y'all. Yes, sir. Shout out to the homie Dawkins.
Going well for
Love the
reigning
videos.
NBA champs as of late. The Golden State Warriors are in the midst of a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, not anymore.
All on the road. A glaring part of the surprising losses was the performance of third-year center James Wiseman.
Agreed.
Wiseman wasn't the only reason for this Warriors losing streak, though the Dubs did blow leads with him on the floor, but he was far from useful in terms of helping the team stave off defeats.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed because I don't know if this is Dawkins' real voice or not. But I'm kind of disappointed. I always wanted to hear the brother's voice. Pause. I don't know if that's pause or not. It's not pause. Shut up.
He wasn't singled out as the sole issue in post-game's comments, either, but his struggles did come up. Coach Steve Kerr and veteran forward Draymond Green each mentioned Wiseman, but they did their best to soften the criticism.
We're going to have to make some adjustments, make some changes. You know, we've had a look. We've had, 9 games now? So we've had a decent look at combinations, and
but he needs more
it's
time
to try something different.
He needs more time.
Kerr mentioned that he was still a believer in the former number 2 overall pick and that he loved Wiseman's talent and attitude.
We're looking at James and JK and Moses in a
Love
big
Moody.
picture.
Love
way.
Moody, man.
So you don't get these guys who basically play 3 college games in James's case, or 12 G League games.
Agreed.
In JK's case, it doesn't happen overnight.
Agreed.
So the development plan is,
And he was injured. I agree.
Is something that we're looking at comprehensively every day. These guys are working. There's going to be times where they're in the rotation. There's going to be times where they're not. The season will dictate all of that.
But I must say this too. It's coming to the point that I said this in the beginning of the year. I said Steve Kerr he does what Jason Kidd kind of does. You have to earn your position, which I feel and understand. But you're in a position right now where you got rid of GP2 and Otto Porter, which, by the way, there's a report stating out that the players were very upset that they got rid of GP2 and didn't pay him the money that he rightfully deserved, by the way. And I don't think he's even playing on the Trailblazers. It feels like the Trailblazers just got him just to get him off Golden State, which I think is a very smart move, by the way. I think that's very smart. That's the case. But for Golden State to get rid of him and think, oh, someone else could take that portion, I think that was just that was a bad move, I think. And I really say that about Golden State's moving their pieces around. But that was, to me, just a very bad move. Love Jordan Poole. Love what he does. I know he's going to bring more to the table as the years go by. But you could have paid that brother 100 mil, 110 mil, even 120 mil. You could have saved that 20 extra million and gave another 10 or 15 to GP2, I think, personally. Like, come on, he was a very big contributor. Otto Porter, very big contributor. Bielitsa, I didn't like him, but at the same time, I understood his value. I understand being a veteran, being someone that has a very good IQ, he was necessary. Now we're playing with the young brothers who are learning and whatnot, and those who are just sometimes not getting it, sometimes they are. Like Kuminga, he's starting to get it. Love what I'm seeing. Even though it's just one game, that one game showed a lot. It did, man. It showed not only that they have trust in Kuminga, but it showed that Kuminga is starting to actually learn, which is excellent. Another thing about the whole situation with Wiseman, though, is, as they just said, the brothers barely played. He was injured, barely got played, and as well as that, when he was going to play and is excited to play, when he got injured, he was dealing with a lot of mental stress, dealing with the fact that he couldn't play and help his team out. So if you ever played basketball, played a sport before, or even disappointed somebody before that really had faith in you, just think of that moment and then amplify it times 5 to 10. And that's what James Wiseman's situation most likely is, especially when you didn't help really to gain that ring, which he probably wanted to help. You know? So I feel for James, and I'm not going to call him a bust just yet because, again, he didn't play a lot in college. He you know what I'm saying? So it's very hard for me to call him a bust. But at the same time, James has to be more aggressive. At the same time, Steve Kerr has to understand you gotta take the leash off that dog, man. You gotta take the leash off of him. Stop putting his mindset. Keep your hands straight. Let him make mistakes and let him learn, man. I do get upset at Wiseman. I do, but I also understand why he's making these mistakes. I do get it. I do understand in totality. I do. So I don't want people thinking that I don't understand.
And I think it's been a tough couple of games for James, but I'm a believer. I love his talent.
Like Moody should be
attitude.
playing more. I can't wait for
But there's
PBJ.
no
You know.
shortcut for all this.
Green opted to lump together the struggles of the older players and the
Team
younger
looks
players like the 21-year-old.
like they're getting it now.
Like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and point fingers.
Sorry, y'all. That's the sun. I'm getting a little pink.
Point to our young guys. It's not how we roll. They got to learn. They got to figure it out. And,
Yeah.
So yes.
Absolutely. Jeez, bro.
In fact, it is some of their fault. It is definitely some of our young guys' fault. But it's also some of my fault, and some of Steph's fault, and some of Clay's fault. It's all of our fault. We're not defending.
Agreed.
Both Kerr and Green have good reason not to publicly shatter the confidence of a young player. The fact that
And that's the thing as well too that I am happy he said. I'm happy he called out the younger group because now that puts them in a position of, all right, they depend on us. They're calling us out, understanding that we got to figure it out, and also that it's their fault as well too. They're taking blame as well too. So I think that's very important to do instead of just saying it's their fault, because it's not just the young core's fault. It's also the starting five's fault. Their defense is what the hell sometimes, and their offense is now rated as the best 5 in the league, which obviously is the case. But having James Wiseman as someone who could run that floor the way he does, he just needs to get the confidence and allow him to get more reps in and more minutes in to play real games. We can truly see something, But like I said, you got the brother playing 8 minutes a game. It's not going to make him better, Steve Kerr, or Golden State as a whole. You got to let him play. Stop telling people you got to earn your spot. How are you going to earn a spot? The man barely played. How? How are you going to earn a spot if they make one mistake and that's like their whole world crashing down, basically? And that's happened to me before in college and friends of mine too. When you try so hard to appeal to your coach that you end up doing so many things wrong instead of just calming down and just playing your game. Now, I understand he has to get better too with his back to the basket and whatnot, and I did see flashes of improvement, which I'm very happy to see Wiseman for. But at the same time, we got to take what he does know into account as well too. I think you would all agree with that. And let's also combine that with what he should be doing for Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Don't make him forget what he knows, but work on that while also at the same time letting him know, hey, bro, we need you to get these rebounds. We need you to set better screens. We need you to focus on blocking and making sure no one gets in the paint. You know what I'm saying? We got to put, I don't know what they're saying, obviously, there, but when I see him play sometimes, he just seems so iffy. He seems like he doesn't know whether to block or keep his hands up, because that's what they used to do for us in college. That's what they do for kids in college too. When you press somebody so much in college, bro, they don't know what to do anymore because they're scared to make a mistake, and that's what I get from Wiseman a lot. I get he's just afraid to make a mistake.
they have
If you disagree, please let me know.
Him number 2 overall in 2020, chief among them. But for people without such concern,
I like him a lot,
it's hard
man.
to overstate just how bad Wiseman has been this season.
Oh,
On
yeah.
stats alone, this 3-7 campaign has been an absolute nightmare for the center. When he's on the court, the Warriors as a whole get worse defensively and offensively. This drop particularly affects Steph Curry whenever Wiseman shares the floor with the reigning Finals MVP.
Because he's also not setting good screens at all. And there's plenty of footage of him setting like flash screens, like just real quick ones that really aren't doing anything. And then he'll either take too long to roll to the basket, or he'll pop out when he doesn't need to.
Curry's net rating drops 32 points, from plus 12.5 to minus 19.5. The Dubs are somehow the worst rebounding team with the 7 feet Wiseman on the floor. The Warriors were giving up offensive rebound.
Hey, look at this. 45%. As a center, you got to do better than that, bro. 3-point percentage is 36.6. That's actually not bad. Free throws made 5. Free throws attempted 7.5. Rebounding is 11.1. Jesus. Oh, that's just for. Oh, I see. Never mind. I apologize.
At a rate below the worst offensive rebounding team in the league with Wiseman on the court. Wiseman also averaging 8.8 fouls per 100 possessions, up 2 whole fouls from his rookie year. And overall, he has had a negative plus-minus or net zero in 36 of his 48 career games.
Yeah.
It's not just that Wiseman might be the worst player getting regular minutes on the team, which the stats indicate he is. 538's Raptor metric has him rated at
What did he just say?
regular minutes on the team, which the stats indicate he is. 5.
What? What? Yo, dog, you had a stroke? You good? Hey, yo, bro, the way this is disrespecting me right now is ridiculous. Let's keep it like that for now.
38's Raptor metric has him rated as the worst player in the entire league of the 250 players
My
that qualify.
God!
Among all this, the play that seems to have become the straw that broke the camel's back for Warriors fans came with 3:22 left in the third quarter against the Orlando Magic last week, when the young big man set a rather soft screen for
Like, come on, bro. I remember this.
Steph as he brought the ball up
That is not a good screen.
the floor. After his half-hearted pick, Wiseman made his way back into the paint and seemed to shake his head in frustration when he didn't get the pass.
I don't. Dawkins, you good? It doesn't seem like I'll say this. Yo, that quality is terrible. I don't want to say that it's because he didn't get the pass, but it could also be because I don't know. We don't know what the man's thinking. So I know we have to assume, but I'm also thinking maybe he's upset because he didn't set the play or set the screen correct enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go straight to just like, yo, he's thinking he ain't get the ball. You know, I don't want to come to that conclusion. I really don't, man, because we don't have enough facts to even make that assumption, you know?
The play resulted in a contested step-back 3 by Curry that clanked off the front of the rim.
Brick.
A cursory look at the box score would tell you that Curry simply missed a shot here, but that ignores the dynamic that played out on the court. While some argue Wiseman's frustrated head shake came because he was annoyed that he didn't get the ball, which would indeed be a horrible look for a struggling young player showing up the best player in franchise history. There's apparently reason to believe it was actually frustration at himself for not executing the play properly.
There you go,
Warriors
Dawkins.
Observers have pointed out other plays where Wiseman's execution left a lot to be desired.
Yeah,
as a result
bro.
of those examples.
Look at it one more time.
Out other plays.
Look, he's looking at the ball. He's not looking who's around, who to box out.
Wiseman.
Nothing, bro. Nothing. And not only is he not doing it, neither's Moody and neither's Steph. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that, of course, that Steph would have got the board or Moody would have got the board. But as a whole with the Warriors, bro, when it comes to them paying attention to the box outs and stuff like that, they've been very bad this year with that too. They've been very bad. They're starting to get used to it again, which is perfectly fine. But in the beginning stages, they were really bad, bro. It seemed like they were just very disinterested, you know. So this is a good example right here. There's one person in the paint.
As a result of those examples, along with his shockingly bad stats, Wiseman has become the face of the team's struggles with their young players. The Warriors play just one game over the next 6 days. Monday against the Sacramento Kings.
I have faith
in
my boy.
Plenty of time to practice, scrimmage, and work on plan to get them out of this funk.
Got lunch plans?
Bro, the sun is wildin'.
$6.99.
There we go. Sorry about that, y'all.
After their loss to the Orlando Magic on Thursday night, Kerr hinted at possible rotation changes as the team tries to figure out how to jumpstart the bench unit. Kerr teased those changes even more after the loss against the Pelicans on Friday, which saw Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins all sit out due to rest or injury management.
I thought the guys competed, and it was.
I didn't like that.
Game with
I didn't like that. I ain't gonna lie.
And, so we
but I understood.
Chance, but
you gotta build chemistry. I understood. Understood it.
But very, very happy with the effort. And
ain't mad about that at all, bro.
Excited about getting home, and we've got a game Monday, and then we don't play again until Friday. So I think next week will be a great opportunity for us to get a lot of work in, execution-wise at both ends, and work on our rotations. We're going to change up the rotations a little bit, and I've got an idea of what I'm going to do, but the staff will.
I'm looking like the Pink
talk
Panther,
about it in the
bro.
next couple of
Jesus.
days, and we'll
Do like this
solidify
one,
that. So this should be a good week for us to get back on track.
Earlier last week, ESPN analyst Kendrick Perkins argues that the 2022-23 NBA season is Kerr's toughest task yet for several reasons.
I agree.
This is going to be the biggest challenge of Steve Kerr's coaching career.
I agree.
And I say that
I agree.
because, one, talking about Draymond Green and him punching and supposedly knocking out Jordan Poole. So, okay, now you have to regain that trust, and now you have to get back that chemistry. But let's just think about everything else that's going on with that team at the moment. You got Klay, who's still trying to find himself and get back to the Klay of old.
He's found himself in a way. And a lot of y'all were saying that, yo, bro, not y'all in the community. Let me not. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the weird Golden State fans, bro. Yo, dude had a bad game. They're saying washed, trash, bench him. But the past 3 games when he was hooping, y'all was saying he's back. Yo, like the way people look at somebody having one bad game is crazy. I understand you having 6, 7 bad games. All right, cool. We got to make a little bit of adjustments. Not saying you trash, though. But I'm saying at the moment, you're not helping your team, right? But for you to sit there and call somebody trashed or washed after that, especially being through what he's been through, yo, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. But he definitely was not helping the team in the beginning. He definitely was not. He was hurting the team more than anything. I mean, I had a poll for God's sakes, and y'all went crazy on that one.
Who we seen flashes, but it haven't been consistent, right? And his minutes.
But I'm glad I was wrong about benching
him. You have Jordan Poole and
Don't bench
Andrew
him.
Wiggins, guys that played
Also,
a huge role
I'm not
before
mad
them winning the championship last
at still
year. So
allowing
now you
him
have those two
to
guys
guard the
in
best player.
particular,
He
right?
has to get used to that
got
again.
Contract extensions, got huge deals.
Not mad at
and
that.
Now all of a sudden they come back off of winning their first championship.
Halfway towards the
And
season
you
keeps
see what
happening.
happened with
I
young
get it.
guys
I
like
get it.
that.
But
They know that they were part of the reason that they won. And so when you get back in the locker room, you have to get them back to the roots of actually embracing and being that same player that they was last year, because now they actually want a bigger role.
Behind Steph Curry's average of 34.9 minutes per game this season, Wiggins and Poole have seen the most time on the court with
Wiggins has
averages
been
of
amazing.
33.3 and 29.6
He didn't do bad.
minutes,
He didn't do good last game,
respectively.
but
That leads to Perkins' final point, Kerr's challenge of developing the Warriors' young players while finding ways to win.
Now you think about the others on the squad: Jonathan Kuminga, James Wiseman, Moses Moody.
Yep.
Right? You think about those
I
young
like
three
Moody a
guys
lot,
and
man.
how now all of a sudden Steve Kerr got
get big,
started,
Iguodala vibes.
putting those guys into the rotation a little bit, because all 3 of those guys were lottery picks. Now all of a sudden you need to see the development. You need to see what you're going to get out of those guys. You need to start putting them into in-game situations where they're in the game, late in the fourth quarter.
If the Warriors are going to turn their season around, it's paramount for Kerr and the staff to find rotations that work well together.
Yes.
The next 10 days will provide them with ample time to work on things.
Kuminga
If these
will
changes
continue
don't
to do
work,
better.
The
He will.
season could spiral out of control very quickly. Tell us in the comments, do
Again,
you think Warriors should
not
trade
worried.
Wiseman for a proven veteran?
Not
If you
yet.
like this video, share, subscribe, and hit the like button.
Not
for
yet.
more basketball content, subscribe to our other channels, Vintage Dawkins and Squad Dawkins, and follow us on social media.
great vid, dogs. Great vid, my brother. Give you a quick. Oh, sorry. Where is it? There we go. Quick like for you, my brother. Very good video, family. Listen, y'all. I'm not one to really give up on players, especially players that Golden State deems that are good teams. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because I trust the organization. I trust them and everything. The only thing I didn't like about what they have been doing is 2 things mainly. One is going to be, oh my God, let's keep it like this. I'm sorry. One is going to be the simple fact of that James Wiseman not being basically allowed to fail and just learn. And at the same time, I just didn't like the fact they got rid of Otto Porter Jr. And I didn't like, I mean, Otto, I get it. But GP2, I mean, even Otto, I don't get it. You know? I feel like you could have paid Poole less and still had enough, me personally. What do y'all think, though, man? I'd love to hear your feedback on that, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Put on post notifications. We post every single day, at least 1, 2 to 4 types of content every single day. Sorry that the visuals is kind of weird this time on the big screen, but my goodness, this sun is bugging. Bugging. But appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Leave comments down below. Please, love to hear your opinions. Let's have a good conversation about this topic, man. We had a good one about the Luka situation. Let's have one about this now. It's your boy Melly. I'm signing out. And per usual, peace, love, and keep that drip immaculate at all times, baby. Stay easy, breezy, beautiful, sexy, amazing, awesome, elegant, inspirational, sensational, healthy, but most importantly, drink water, my friends, and clean your room. Road to 10K subs, new journey, new goal. 5 more to 1,300, man. I gotta give a round of applause to all of us just off that. We're doing well. We're doing very good, man. We are doing very well than a lot of my friends that have got to 1,000. It took them a year plus to get to 1,000. It took us 4 months. Love y'all so much, man. All of your opinions are welcome here, man. Even the trolls. Love y'all too, bro. Because if you trolling, I rock with it. I ain't even gonna cap. Love y'all, man. Peace and love, man. Bow. Hope y'all have a fabulous Thursday, man. Stay safe. Stay warm. If you're from New York, it's chilly out there, man. Oh, my God, the sun. But love y'all so much, man. Peace out. Weird ass angle. Mwah.